I born in Palestine, Israel. I always put it together because for me it's one place, right? It's one land that doesn't really belong to anyone. Like nothing here belongs to anyone. This is like I don't really believe in separation. I don't really believe that people should claim land. I think people can share land and can share life and can share this beauty. And my destiny was to born in Tel Aviv, in Palestine, Israel, and I feel like I been tricked to believe in that my land belonged to me. That my land belonged to my country, and in those rights, I have the right to push others from that land. And it's like the complete opposite of what I know and what I believe right now. And from that place of brainwash that I've been experienced, I've been kind of like tricked to go to the army and to experience 2 wars and to experience taking life of others, not by choice, by ignorance of me, by not being aware. I was really young. I was 18 years old. They pulled me out to the service, which everybody in that continent need to do, and I experienced like the worst experience anyone can experience. I experienced taking life from others, and through that I experienced, when you realize something's so wrong, then you realize that if this is wrong, then there is right too. If I wouldn't experience something so wrong, I might be still lost in what's right and what's wrong until now. But when you are like so sharp, in the wrong, then the right is very, very clear. Like when you, so.
You feel the duality of it.
Yeah, for sure. And when like the visions, like seeing, like seeing me, and even more strong, seeing my best friends, that that I know them as people, as pure hearts, doing the worst thing that I ever saw in my life, like beating old women, beating kids, doing things that are not acceptable in any way, and seeing those things make me to lose myself and make me to forget, because I couldn't be myself with that memory. And when I finished the army, then I realized that I don't know myself no more. I just know the experience, and that's what defined me. And I couldn't define myself with that experience, so I just been lost. I just been like no program at all, like kind of like a lunatic, Like, yeah. I see your question.
Did you feel alone?
I felt completely alone. I felt like I have no hope. First of all, I lost all hope because I couldn't imagine that no one can help me. So I couldn't really see any light in any direction, because no one really actually experienced that darkness that I was in, So I couldn't really say to people, I couldn't communicate the pain, because other people would see me, and some of them would even see me as a hero, and I would be like, I don't even know what happened to me. It was all happened too fast, And since then I was, and then I left this area of the world, and I went to travel in faraway countries, like I went to India, and I found myself like very, very lost. And I actually, the people who helped me the most are the people who did not know me, because the people who know me insist that my experience was all right, because everybody else needed to experience that. So people around me couldn't help me because it was natural for them to experience that. So the people who actually helped me the most are people who never knew me, so they gave me a new stage to open up, and to actually, they gave me a permission to be a new person. And in this new person, I could find myself again. And I remember, like, in years of working, and less traumas, less nightmares, less. And then one day I was on a beach in Brazil, and that's one of the most beautiful experiences I had in my life. The biggest awakening of seeing myself. I was on a bank of a river, and there was high tide, like the river went up, and there was ants that they were walking on, like they had their place there, and the water came up and up and up, and I was like, oh my God, the water, they're gonna get killed, they're gonna get washed away, with the river. And I start to save them, and I build those bridges, and I was like, build that thing, and and I was like, and I did that. I made them safe, and in the end of the process, and I'm looking at what I did, and I was like, whoa, I'm not a person that kill people. I'm a person that save ants, and it's changed everything for me. And this is the day that I actually realized that I've been healed.
Wow.
And that's it. Thank you.
What nature can teach us, right?
Hallelujah.